Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got a double header for you lot. We've got both of the Dragon Trail tracks, so Seaside and Gardens for you lot tonight. Back-to-back race in the GTTCC, that's what we're covering tonight, MRCs GTTCC. Even though Bob's called it the GTTC, he's missed a C off there. So the Gran Turismo is Mature Racing Club's Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship. Yeah, from the awkward Dragon Trail Seaside and Dragon Trail Gardens. So let me just get myself in this lobby. I'll have to read scores out by hand because I think I said it last week, the spreadsheet for it is like my thumb wears out while I'm scrolling, let's put it like that. Ben, evening, how you doing, brother? Right, let's get that great big black blob off the screen so you can see what's going on that racetrack while I scroll for a million miles for scores just for a second. So leading the way on 97 points is MG Jason, holding that top spot. So this is round 7 and 8 tonight, just over that halfway point. P1 Don in second, he is on 79 points. And then we've got White Shark Jim in third, he is on 76 points. In fourth, we've got Mental Nev, he's on 71 points. Potter McPot in fifth, he's on 68 points. We've got P1 Dylan in sixth, sorry. What was he on? 65 points. Scrolling for miles. Ben Cosgrove, seventh. Keep scrolling. 63 points, 1 point behind him is Fabuki 207, 62 points. A bit of a gap back to 8th. Sorry, 9th. NRT Bobby in 9th. What was he on? 53 points. Yeah, 53 points for Bob. Mocking Weeks in 10th. He's on 49 points. Fat Pickles in 11th. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. He's on 43. Is that right? Fat Pickles. Hold on, let me scroll a bit slower. 43 points. Yeah, I was right. So jump down to Rick 33 GTR sitting in 12th. And he's on 39 points. Then we jump down to the last four in the, or the last three in this lobby. And they are Shell Shock, Robuster Hood, and JPH. All three of those drivers sitting in the relegation zone at the minute. 24 points, 34 points, 24 points, and 22 points respectively. But yes, the bottom four, although it's the bottom three in this lobby, the bottom four will get demoted. So a bit of work for those three drivers to do to try and get themselves back out of the relegation zone. Still a few rounds left, so plenty of points to be had. 15 minutes quali has already started then. Bags, evening brother, how you doing my friend? JPH, how you doing as well, mate? All right. Right, yes, so quali started, 15 minutes, and then we've got the two races for you guys. So both of the Dragon Trail circuits tonight. Let's turn the usual nonsense on. Let's turn that on. So in for the Gardens. Let's Let's go on board for a lap with Mental Nev. So, it's backwards as well. So into turn one, a double apexed hairpin, and down this reasonably long straight, down the hill as well, so you do end up picking up a bit of speed. Backwards through the Pentagon, awkward section, even more awkward on the way running backwards. So you can see a series of left-hand turns going this way. You have to take each corner slightly differently. First turn you can take it quite fast, and then you have to sort of let off and coast or brake round one. It's certainly like that the other way round. So through the little squiggles, left, right, through that little kick to the left, down towards this almost hairpin, it may as well be. Trying to catch as much of that apex as possible. Just watch Bobby getting a bit wide there. So back up this hill, pretty much a straight. Little kink right as you head over the brow of the hill. Carrying a lot of speed into this next section, which is a great big hairy chicane with great big curves on the inside, as we see Bob launching himself into space and off track. So yeah, you just have to be a little bit careful of those curbs. Through this big long final sweeping right back onto this start finish straight. So you'll see positions swapping and changing up and down here for certain. Mental Nev on board with his fastest lap so far. There you go. Getting it a little bit wrong into turn one. But holding pole, 1:37.1 then for Mental. White Shark Jim, no hot lap yet. And nor is anyone else actually. Oh, it's 1:37.7 for Ben Cosgrove. White Shark and Robus have both come back out of the pit, so been in and come out. Buki gets himself into second, 1:37.6. Bloody bathtubs. You on about the car or the tracks? So White Shark's sitting third, but no time on screen. Robert's sitting fourth, but no time on screen. Mockin's in fifth, 1:38.2 for him. I'll say that, it just drops to sixth. And Cosgrove sneaking through. No time on board for him though. So Mockin 6, P1 Don at 7th, 1:38.3 for Don. Potter McPot in 8th, 1:38.5 for Potter. 33 and 10th at the minute, 1:40.5. JPH in 11th, 1:40.6. MG Jason is quickest there, 1:43.2, but not blue, so must have picked up a penalty somewhere. NRT Bobby off track again. Bob, Bob the car on the track not getting on tonight. Nev back out of the pits then, still holding that pole, 1:37.1. So it's only a 15-minute quali, we're almost halfway through that already. Oh, that one. Oh, that bathtub. Yeah, you maniac. Nearly John Wicked yourself. Jason, current division leader, Fusion Elite. Again, almost a little bit deep into turn one. He's got himself up into second, 1:37.5. That was his pit lap as well. White Shark Jim, though. Oh, I say that. White Shark Jim did just take pole. Throws himself in the pits. To work out his time when he comes back out versus Mental Nevs. What's that, 1:37.1. White Shark Jim, nothing in it. It'll still be a 1:37.1. Mental Nev back out the pits, fresh set of tyres. So race one is a one make race, as you can see, all the cars exactly the same, different liveries obviously. It is a team event as well, so there is there 7 lobbies running tonight, running from the Fusion Elite you're watching with me all the way down to the rookies. They're all getting commentary as well. Possibly not all live, but throughout the week they get comms run over the top of them, so a lot of effort into this league. It's a popular one as well, the GTTCC. Not to everyone's cup of tea. It does take a bit of warming in for some people. You know, if you have a bad couple of races at the start, it can put you off. But yeah, it is one of the best leagues, I think. Just for everything that's put into it. So White Shark also on an out lap. Mental's now on his hot lap. Let's see what he puts in. So pushes Jason down to 3rd. Fubuki just being pushed down. Ben Cosgrove going quicker. 1:37.3 for Ben. Team HKS. So yes, it is a team event, and there are different drivers from different teams spread all up and down all 7 divisions. So you might have team drivers with quick fit rolling around in the rookies, for instance. I can tell you what constructors' points are actually. Let's have a. Where are they now? Constructors. There we go. So leading the constructors is Red Bull currently. They're sitting on 765 points. We've got PlayStation in 2nd. Don't know if we've got any PlayStation drivers in the lobby. They're on 738 points. Quick Fit in 3rd, 778 points. How's that working out? Oh, okay, they're not in race winning order. How's that possible? Why are you saying you're first when you're not? Oh, you go by average points per race. Is that how you're doing it? Well, I'll come back to that, people. .007 livery on Potter's car. Right, let's have another flick through then. What are we? 11 minutes into quali. Just over. So Mental never returns to the pits. He's gotten quicker again. 1:36.7 for Mental. So pulls a bit of time. Ben Cosgrove actually going. What's happened to White Shark Jim? He's left the room and he's going to come back again, isn't he? And slot himself in somewhere. There he is. Chucks himself in 2nd with that time he's still got. So he is now Mental Nev 0.379 quicker than White Shark Jib. Still a few minutes left. Ben Cosgrove looking to put another hot lap in. Sitting in 3rd at the minute. He's had some good races in the GR3 league as well as Ben. MG Jason then in 4th, 1:37.5. Fubuki in 5th. P1 Don in 6th. Just going quicker on that lap 6, 1:37.7 for Don. Can he go quicker this time? Got to get that chicane right. That looked pretty clean through there. What does he put in? Let's just watch him as he comes across the line. 33, 34, 35. It's his quickest, 1:37.2. That chucks him up into 3rd position. MG Jason, Ben Cosgrove, Fubuki, and everyone else getting pushed down. Shark Jim coming back. Sorry, Ben Cosgrove, what? Ben Cosgrove just going quicker, yeah, 1:37.0, so he gets himself up into second, pushes White Shark down a position, but what's White Shark got? He's just finished his outlap, so that won't count. So Don fourth, Fabuki fifth, Roberts in 6th, Mock in 7th, 37.8, just going quicker as well. Fat Pickles in 9th. Oh, Potter running himself off through the final turn. And right into the marshal's post as well. Yeah, that scared you. JPH then 11th on 38.9. 33 GTR. Both these drivers coming around this final turn. Let's stick with these. JPH first. What's he going to put in? So 39. 33. He just puts his fastest in. 1:38.9. So it gets him into. Oh, it keeps him in 12th, unfortunately. 10 thousandths behind JPH. Ooh. Could have taken that position. NRT Bobby sitting at the back of the pack still. 1:48.1. Bob, what are you doing? Got a full tank of fuel on board as well. That's not going to help your lap times. So we're pretty much done with quali. We've got about 10 seconds remaining. So it's a case of finish this lap. And then we're into race 1. 30 minutes around this not so awkward Dragon Trail circuit. Into a reverse grid race. Oh. Which way round? Dragon Trail Seaside. Oh. Chicane of death. Oh. But current pole sitter, Mental Nev, 1:36.7. And Cosgrove, he's got that 1:37.0, so chop the gap down to just over 0.3. A lot of drivers pulling over. The 15-minute timer has ticked over. So, Mental Nev on pole. Ben Cosgrove second. White Shark Jim third. P1 Don in fourth. MG Jason 5th, Mockin in 6th, Fabuki 7th, Robbers the Hood in 8th, Fat Pickles Bro in 9th, Potter McPot in 10th, JPH in 11th, Rick 33 GTR in 12th, and NRT Bobby just releasing himself from the pits. As we wait for race 1 to get underway. How are we all doing tonight, alright? Apart from your sore neck. Max? That's enough of you, Bob. It's a real driver, look. So Potter just setting up grid order. Don't know if there's any penalties from last week. So positions may change. Maybe that's why Bobby hasn't put a hot lap in. Maybe he's got a penalty from last week. I don't know. Just chilling. That's the way, Bags. That's the way. Put one together. Put one together. So Mr. Cosgrove sitting in second, making a bit of a name for himself. I know he's enjoying the Wednesday leagues. To say for Buki third, but I don't know whether that lap will count, being as we're 19 minutes into qualifying. I'm sure White Shark won't be pleased either. Thought there was some practice starts going on from P1 Don. Wicked Weeks just testing that grip. I'm not sure if he was testing out his drift abilities through there, or if he's just going to try and take out a set of tyres. Oh, we're not waiting for Potter to set up the lobby, are we? We're waiting for MRC Bobby to set up the lobby. There it is. I forget, it's not Potter's lobby, it's not the Wednesday League. Friday night, GTTCC. Let's get it on then. Half an hour round Dragon Trail Gardens, reverse. Not a bad track, but turn one might be a little bit chaotic. Let's see how everyone gets on. JPH, stop chatting in the chat. Concentrate on your race. What? Why is the grid all over the place? Reverse grid for race one. Oh, must be missing all sorts of rules for this week. So into turn one, this double apex. Oh, who's that going massively wide? It was Potter McPot. He was testing out his drift abilities. Oh, Buki getting it wrong as well. P1 Don. Oh, looks like I was going to say that was not right at all. Maybe you did have time to get in the chat then, JPH. I was going to say that that was all over the place. So, a little bit of a delay then while everyone tells Bob what position they were in. You had one job, Bob. You had one job. Right, let's go for take two then. Let's see if Bob gets it right this time. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. You can do it. Oh, are we waiting for someone to get on track, are we? Oh yeah, P1 Don and Rick 33, both sitting in the pits. It's Fat Pickles, Mental Nev, and LT Bobby. You lot get out of the pits. Otherwise you're going to start at the back of the track, back of the pack. So, if Bob gets the grid order right, can Mental Nev hold pole position into turn one? So White Shark Jim's going to get a couple of little practices in, is he? his foot on the brake. Fat Pickles going for a very reverse lap. Let's see if he can make it all the way around. No throttle. Just rolling down the hill. Who knows what goes through these drivers' minds? Does he slam it in reverse? Does Mental Nev come back at him? Nope. Burnouts then for Fat Pickles. Looks like Mental Nev was kind of waiting for him. Where is he? Here he is. Fat Pickles then looking to try and take a set of tyres out before this race begins. There's always one. It's usually Burnt Fry or Bob if they're in the lobby, but Rick's in the pits. Bobby's still in the pits as well. No Burnt Fry in this one. Here we go. Take two then. Has Bob got it right? Can Mental Nev hold that top spot? Inside line then. Flash of the lights. So he's got the advantage into the turn. Whether he can carry the speed through with a big gaggle of Astons following him. Is it going to give me? Yes, that's what we want. A bit of rear end camera. So we're on board with Potter in 10th. He's got 3 drivers behind. He slots himself over to the defensive side of the track, drops JPH his attack off. Does everyone get through turn 1 cleanly? Potter goes a little bit deep. A few of the drivers, bit of contact in front, tiny bit of tap on Potter's rear end. He does keep it in a straight line though. Making up a position. P1 Don losing all sorts, down to 11th. P1 Don. Bobby getting all the way through from the back of the pack into 10th. And into the Pentagon. Will they get it cleanly through here? Oh, still on board with Potter McPotts. Mocking Wheat's going a little bit wide through there. That's MG Jason. No, it's Robuster Hood and Mocking Weeks battling it out, trying to get past. Fat Pickles Bro going wide. Off track on that right-hander. So everyone jumping a position. Mental Nev in the meantime. Let's get ourselves on board with him. It's starting to just creep off down the road a little bit. 1.2 second lead already from Fubuki's into second. White Shark Jim in third. Cosgrove 4th, MG Jason 5th, Mocking Weeks in 6th, but under pressure. Robuster Hood coming down the inside into the chicane. Potter and Pot on the tail of these two as well. Bobby following him through, again catching a big lump of curb through there. These guys looking to keep it in a straight line. So Mocking 7th, Potter in 8th, Bobby 9th, P1 Don in 10th, JPH 11th. 33 in 12th, and Fat Pickles trying to claw his way back to the back of this pack after getting it wrong at the exit of the Pentagon. So now 1.8 second lead, sorry, 1.6 second lead. Mental Nev behind is under all sorts of pressure from White Shark Jim. To the Pentagon. Got MG Jason who's managed to get through. Oh, Fubuki's gone wide, so White Shark just slots himself through there. It's as easy as that at the Pentagon. MG Jason in fourth. He's having to go defensive from attacks from Ben Cosgrove behind as well. Let's just jump aboard with this fight. There's little battles kicking off all over still at the minute. We're only on lap 2. It's kicking off here as well. Board with Roberts to Hood, with Mocking Weeks and Potter McPot closing up. Bob in the background is having to fend off several drivers as well. Let's have a quick run through then. Let's see who's where. Mental Nev extending 2.3 second lead from White Shark Jim. Oh, he's got it wrong. He's got it wrong on the exit of the chicane. That slowed him down loads for Buki. He's going to slip one back up the inside into the final turn. Slowing him down as he exits this long straight as well. Gets himself back in the slipstream of Fubuki. Possibly going back for a move, so I'm not sure whether Fubuki got it a little bit wrong there. Just possibly compromised, taking the tighter line through turn, the final turn. White Shark Jim comes back down the inside of turn 1. Fubuki goes wide. MG Jason's going to come through to take that place. White Shark Jim nearly getting wheels on the grass. So MG Jason up into third, Fubuki in fourth. Oh, there's sparking going on down the wall. That's Fubuki. Tries to take as tight a line as possible, hold in fifth, but Roberts to Hood's closed that gap up in 6. Mocking Weeks has got himself back past, well, they both got past. Mocking Weeks has got through into 7th. Oh, they've all moved up a position because of Fat Pickles, haven't they? That's why. So Potter 8th, NRT Bobby 9th, he's got JPH, P1 Don, Fat Pickles and Rick 33 for company. Fat Pickles has closed that gap right back up then. So still tightly bunched together at Dragon Trail Gardens. It is only Mental Nev that's really managed to pull a bit of a gap, 3.5 second out front now. Riding on the soft tyre as well for Mental Nev. As for White Shark Jim, G Jason piling the pressure on him as they come round off out of the chicane. Almost gets his nose down the inside on the exit, but it's going to put him under all sorts of pressure as they head up this straight. So chucks himself over to the inside, goes to the move on White Shark Jim, holding the line into the hairpin. White Shark looking to run around the outside though. He's backed off. Does he get a run down towards the Pentagon? Difficult place to sling one up the inside. It could wreck both your races, but closing up nonetheless. Backs out of it through there. Just trying to put as much pressure on MG Jason as possible. Ben Cosgrove coming flying through there in the background. A little bit wide there for MG Jason. Not losing too much speed though. Didn't get any wheels on the sand. So holds on to that second. Pulls a tiny gap from White Shark Jim. White Shark Jim almost going wide there as well. Losing a bit more time to MG Jason. So can MG Jason close that gap up on Mental Nev? Now 3.2 seconds in front, 3.4 seconds in front. Where's he finding it? So Ben Cosgrove 4th. Roberts in 5th, Buki 6th, Mocking 7th, Potter 8th. Oh, Mocking Weeks grabbing a big handful of curb through there as well. Pot tries to get one up the inside on the exit, not quite working out for him. Ben Cosgrove, unfortunately, has slung himself into the dirt on the exit of the chicane. That's not the driver I wanted to be on board with. This is the driver I wanted to be on board with. Potter McPot following Mocking Weeks, Roberts. Buki into that first turn. For Buki does like taking that turn massively wide. Does come under threat from people chucking one up the inside there, but he does carry good speed on the way out, so he holds on to that position. Down towards this Pentagon as well. Let's get ourselves in a different camera so we can see a little bit more. Potter running it a bit wide there, catches the wheel on the grass. Oh, well held there, Potter, but that is going to put him under all sorts of pressure from P1 Don. So he's going to hold the position through here. Oh no, he's got dirty tyres. So now side by side with Don through that next turn. Don will win out. He's got the inside line into the chicane as well. So unfortunate for Potter, just trying to hold the line from Don. His tyres were a tiny bit dirty, not quite able to keep the speed around the turn. So back into 8th then for Potter. Fat Pickles right on his tail now. We've already seen Fat Pickles go off as well, but it was well held by Potter. He was pretty much sideways and managed to get it back straight. There's those naughty curves. They're okay if you get 2 wheels either side of them, but as we saw Bob do earlier, you can lift your car clean off the ground. Potter going a little bit tight through there, picking himself up a penalty. Fat Pickles trying to take as tight a line as possible, but it's compromised his line through that corner. Just losing a bit of time to Potter now. Let's go and see what kind of ridiculous gap that Mental Nev's managed to pull. 3.9 seconds. White Shark Jim's got himself back past MG Jason. That long start finish straight is the place to do it. So these two look like they're going to have a good fight all race. Only 9 minutes in. This position's been swapped all over the place. So for Buki, he's only now 1.4 seconds back in 4th. He's got a bit of a penalty to lose. Closes up a little bit, chops a tiny bit of his penalty out, but loses that time again on the exit. We're on board with MG Jason, looking to get that second position back off White Shark Jim. This awkward chicane, all these drivers now avoiding that first curb. Oh, just clipping the second curb there for MG Jason. You just see Mental Nev already around that final turn and off up that start finish straight. He's off ski, 10 minutes in. He's got about a 4-second lead, if not a little bit more. 4.4 second lead, so he's under no threat from behind. He dominated qualifying as well. Shark actually holding that position of that back long start finish straight. So for Buki, keeping the gap about the same. Mocking Week's 1.2 seconds back. Drivers just starting to, a little bit deep there for Mocking. Just got to keep it out of the sand. Robert's the hood going wide through there as well. That's going to allow P1 Don to close up. Starting to pull a bit of a gap from Potter McPot with that overtake. Potter McPot's still got Fat Pickles Bro all over his rear end. Still trying to lose that penalty as well. Into this hairpin then. Potter holds that 8th just. 33 closing up on these two as well. He's also got a bit of a penalty to lose. JPH 99 11th. Ben Cosgrove 12th. He was fighting it out at the front, but we saw him go spinning off in the final turn. Bobby in the pits doing nothing. So Mental Nev extended 4.7 second lead. Jason and White Shark Jim at it again. Can MG Jason outbrake White Shark Jim into this turn? He does. White Shark looks to go back down the inside on the exit, doesn't quite work, but we're hot on the tail of MG Jason down here. Jason, if you notice, keeping his car in the centre of the track, just making it hard work for White Shark Jim. If he wants to go down the inside, it's going to slow him down in the turn. If he wants to go around the outside, he's got to get around MG Jason to do it. So through that awkward pentagon section, sticks with MG Jason up the hill into this awkward right-hander. This is where we saw Fat Pickles go off. Sticks with MG Jason. Tiny bit of a gap developed, but still within slipstream range. Fubuki is hot on this fight now as well. Only 0.6 of a second back. Mocking Weeks has closed in as well. How far is Mocking Weeks? Only still 1.2. See if he can close that gap up. He's taken a tiny bit of time out. So Mocking 5th, P1 Don 6th. Got himself past Robus the Hood as well. Was looking quick. Oh, Robus! No, Robus! Ah, Robus. I thought you'd held that out of the exit of the chicane. Got it all wrong. Tried to correct. Just about held it, and then nope. Into the wall he went. So down to 10th. Potter McPot already in the pits. Robus follows him in. Pretty much halfway through the race. Ben Cosgrove in as well now. So we'll see what happens. Potter McPot already out. Mental Nev then. Now 5-second lead over MG Jason, who has now got himself a tiny bit of a gap between White Shark Jim. White Shark Jim under pressure from Fubuki. Fubuki coming up the outside. Oh, White Shark Jim just closes him off. Oh, tiny bit of contact. Fubuki and White Shark Jim. Fubuki though carrying the extra speed, but White Shark Jim just got the line into the turn. Can Fubuki drive on back up the inside? Super soft versus the soft tyre here, both with the same amount of laps on. A little bit too far back to make a move into the chicane. Oh, a big handful of curb there as well for Fubuki. So I'm going to see any of these drivers in. Only tyre wear on in this, no fuel depletion on. See a handful of drivers chuck themselves in the pits this lap. Yes, we are. Fubuki, White Shark, Mocking Weeks, P1 Don, all in this time. Mental Nev still out though, yet to stop. MG Jason yet to stop. What happened to Rig 33? Oh. White Shark Jim just gets out of the pits in front of Fubuki. Mocking Weeks out in 5th. Rick 33 not stopped, he's holding 6th. P1 Don stopped in 7th, and he's only just off the back of this fight as well. If he can get back in the slipstream range, there's a few positions for P1 Don to be had if he can do it. Potter McPot in 8th. Seems to have been in that position an awful lot tonight. 4.3 seconds back from Fat Pickles. Rose going off. 4.3 back from P1 Don. Fat Pickles now 1.6 seconds back from Potter. 1.7. Robus the Hood still 10th. I've just seen him go off track, so that'll be the cause of that. Ben Cosgrove in 11th. JPH 12th. Bobby definitely sitting the end of this race out. Nev, do you stick it in the pits? Yes, you do. 5-second lead over MG Jason. Jason is also going to come in. White Shark Jim's already stopped, so round this final turn, under pressure for Fubuki though. Does Fubuki sling one up the inside? He's looking like he's going to do it. Can he outbrake White Shark Jim? No, he can't. But hot on the tail of MG Jason as Jason just exits the pits. White Shark Jim straight back in that fight with him. Fubuki also involved in this now. Mocking Weeks is only 3/4 of a second back right here, closing up as well. P1 Don is only in another 1.2 seconds back. Yeah, Mocking Weeks closing up on these. take his standard line into the hairpin, all over the rear end of Fabuki on the exit. He's going to get a great toe up here. P1 Don unfortunately lost a couple of tenths down that little straight. Now 1.4 seconds back. Pot losing a bit more time, 4.7 seconds back. Losing a bit more time as well. He's just pulled a bit more time back. 1.5. It was 1.8. Roberts made up another position. He's up into 9th with 33. He's been in the pits. Fresh set of super softs on board, but under pressure from Ben Cosgrove for that position. I think Ben's got this one. Definitely got the toe. He's already swinging himself out to the right, side by side with Rick 33 as they head up this long straight. Don't outbrake yourself, boys. Side by side into the turn as well. Great bit of driving between those two. Ben Cosgrove does come through to take that 10th, whether he holds it or not. Rick 33 is trying to get around the outside here. I think they are side by side. Well, not quite. So Ben just holds on to that. But for how long for? Rick 33 on a lap fresher tyres, maybe 2 lap fresher tyres. And it's soft versus super soft as well, so Rick should be able to carry the extra speed. Slings one on the inside here, doesn't quite make it work. Let's just see where Mental Nev is. So he's still holding 5 seconds. Stop now on a fresh set of soft. MG Jason then come out with super soft on board for him. Wow, who's that for Bookie getting it all wrong? And that's what a handful of that curb will do to you. Just saw him firing himself across the grass. He's lucky he didn't take anyone else out, to be honest. That's not the corner to be doing it. So 5 seconds between Mental Nev and MG Jason. MG Jason has still got half a second over White Shark Jim. Mocking Weeks has got himself up into 4th with Fabuki's mistake. P1 Don has chopped all that gap down to a second. It's less than a second now as well. So Don closing back up for Fabuki after that off-track action in 6th. Ultimate Pot's got himself up in 7th. 3 seconds back from Fabuki. Still got Fat Pickles just in the background. Roberts 9th. Also making up a position. Ben Cosgrove 10th. Held that position from Rick 33 as well for now. Rick in 11th, JPH in 12th. And NRT Bobby seeing this race out in the pits. So 9 minutes remaining. Comfortable race for Mental Nev. Managed to pull over a second lead in lap 1 and has just extended a few laps. Stayed about 5 seconds between himself and MG Jason, but you can see on the screen there 5.4 seconds now between himself and the second place driver. Lost a couple of tenths to 3rd place White Shark Jim, but P1 Don is all over his rear end. Let's see how these two get on. I believe they had a coming together in round 3, round 4 was it? Possibly. Oh, Mockin's gone a bit deep. P1 Don slots himself through, then takes 4th. So can Mocking Weeks keep with P1 Don? Still 3/4 of a second between them. So still just within slipstream range, although that has just extended to a second, 1.2. What's happened, Mocking Weeks? Where's it all falling away from you? So that little mistake. He's He's now just fallen off the back of P1 Don. Fubuki, after his off-track action, just getting a little bit wrong through there as well. 4.1 seconds back from Mockin, holding 6th position at the minute for Buki. Potter McPot, 3.2 seconds back in 7th. Still got a bit of a penalty to lose. Liking that camera angle, PlayStation. And he's still under pressure from Fat Pickles Bro. You can see chucking 2 wheels either side of that great big red sausage curb. That's the safe way to do it, but you've got to get it right. So Fat Pickles should close that gap up on Potter. It's only 0.6 of a second between them. So we'll get the benefit of a tow. Does take a couple of tenths out. So starting to pile that pressure onto Potter a little bit more as they head down towards that Pentagon. Mental Nev 5.5 seconds up the road. MG Jason still under pressure from White Shark Jim. These two have swapped that second and third position a couple of times this race. P1 Don closing up on these two as well. Was he just less than a second back? So looking for a podium position in race 1 for Don if he can close that gap up. 6 seconds remaining. So Mockin holding 5th. He's got a big old gap back to Fubuki, 3 seconds. Potter lost a bit more time, 4.2 seconds back in 7th. Still got Fat Pickles to deal with. Bit of a gap back to Roberts, 5.1 seconds. He's got Ben Cosgrove 2 seconds back. Another 2.5 back to 11th place JPH. Rick 33 now, 5.7 back unfortunately. And NRT Bobby still exactly where it was. 5 minutes remaining of race 1. Second, third and fourth place battle. So White Shark Jim getting himself past MG Jason. These two battling has just allowed P1 Don to close right up on them. MG Jason and P1 Don trying to get nose down the inside there. So does a battling P1 Don and MG Jason allow White Shark to make a bit of a break, or is MG Jason able to defend from Don and keep the gap between himself and White Shark? Rocky Weeks has been dropped from this fight now. He's 2.4 seconds back. Through there cleanly, nobody making a mistake. Oh, a little bit tight for MG Jason. He's picked up 0.5 of a penalty, 0.5 of a second. Lost a tiny bit of time to White Shark Jim as well. I think they're both within slipstream range still. Yes, they are. MG Jason always gets a good exit out of that final turn. Loses his penalty there. Does he manage to keep the line and keep the position from Don? Don actually going a little bit deep, so he does just. So MG Jason just dropping his penalty at the end of the straight. Put it in a defensive position to do so. P1 Don's got to try it all again. 3 minutes remaining. It's going to give him a lap and just 2 laps. Have a quick flick through then, see what's kicking off. Mental Nev pulling away, 6.5 seconds. White Shark Jim now in second. Change that camera angle up. He's got half a second between himself and MG Jason. MG Jason's got a mirror full of P1 Don at the minute. Mocking Weeks another 1.5 seconds back, so starting to pull that gap back. Don all over the rear end of MG Jason heading up towards the chicane. Maybe a little bit too far back. Again, everybody through there cleanly. Right, so where were we? Mockin then in 5th, Fubuki 6th. Still 3-second gap between himself and Mockin. Pot 7th. Again, just losing a bit more time to Fubuki, 6.4 seconds back. Still got Fat Pickles, bro, hounded him. So Fat Pickles, is he going to make a move up here? No, backs out of that one. Potter loses his penalty through there. So Ben Cosgrove holding 9th position. He's got Robertson Hood pretty close to him in 10th. JPH another 3.3 back in 11th. Rick 33's closed that gap down to 2.5 seconds. I'm not even looking at you, Bob. Mental Nev then 7-second lead. White Shark Jim, MG Jason, P1 Don still fighting it out for these podium positions. Mental Nev securely on that top spot at the minute. So less than a minute remaining. Can P1 Don get past MG Jason? Can MG Jason get past White Shark Jim? Carrying all sorts of speed in there was P1 Don. So again, final chance up this straight. All trying to benefit from that slipstream. Nobody able to benefit through there. Don, though, these two running a little bit wide. Don slips one up the inside of MG Jason. Can he carry the speed down the hill? MG Jason just got a nose up the inside. Is he brave enough to hold it there into the Pentagon? This has just allowed White Shark Jim to escape a tiny bit. P1 Don lets it coast in there. Holds on to that third just. MG Jason all over the rear end of P1 Don's car, looking for that final podium position back before the end of this race. This is final lap. P1 Don may even be able to make a move on White Shark Jim. He's close enough. Maybe not here, but if he gets a good line. Oh, he's gone deep into the hairpin. Where does that put MG Jason? MG Jason might be able to sling one back on P1 Don. Right. I have to jump out of this fight in a second. Let's just see how they get on through here. Oh, it's going to be a race to the line. Oh my God, you swines. Right, Mental Nev. Second, third and fourth. There we go. I might be able to see a little bit of it. No. So Mental Nev comes home to take the win. Let's see where these maniacs are. White Shark Jim's just going to take second. P1 Don was piling the pressure on as they came up to the line. Good effort, P1 Don. So taking second for White Shark Jim, third for P1 Don, fourth for MG Jason. Mocking Weeks taking fifth for Buki, sixth, backwards and into the wall. Fat Pickles, Bro, and Potter McPot may have just had a bit of a coming together down the start finish straight, but Potter takes 7th, Fat Pickles 8th, Ben Cosgrove 9th, Roberts in 10th, JPH 11th, Rick 33 in 12th, and Bob finishing that one out in the pits. There it is. That just goes to show you Mental Nev, pole position, fastest lap, clean race. He ran away with that one. So, a little bit of a break, and then we jump into race 2, another half-hour race, but we come from Dragon Trail Seaside. Now that will test these drivers. Reverse grid, chicane of death. I don't know if it's the correct way round or the wrong way round. So forwards or backwards. I don't know yet. I'll find out when you do. But yeah, all good track race 2. It's caught me out once or twice. I've picked up a nickname or two from it. Okay, so it's the correct way round, Dragon Trail Seaside. You'll see it's just a great big triangle, 3 almost hairpins and 3 variant chicanes. All, if you get them wrong, are going to cost you an awful lot of time. There it is. That triangular shaped thing. So the chicane at the bottom is the awkward one. It's more of a bus stop than a chicane. But, the way in is not too bad. The way out is terrifying. So Sneaky Bobby will now start at the front of this race. I don't know how I feel about that. I might be a little bit upset, Bob. Looks like MG Jason and White Shark Jim enjoyed that one. P1 Don as well. So are we getting a call? Not yet, as to when race 2 will start. I don't see Bobby chatting, so nothing yet. So who has mastered all the chicanes? Who's going to get it all wrong in turn 1? The first chicane is the one on the left-hand side, and as you can see, it's the tightest. It's quite a tight bit of circuit as well, actually, as you go through the chicane. The run in and the run out are really wide, but the actual chicane itself, I think it halves its width almost on the circuit, so you just have to be a little bit careful. You may see 1 or 2 drivers off into the sand there, I hope not. And then you've got that fast double apexed, almost hairpin at the top. In fact, let's see if we can find a driver. There it is, NRT Bobby through turn 1. So down towards the first of the corners, through the little right-hand kink, hard on the brakes into the almost hairpin. Over the brow of the hill, down towards the fastest open chicane. Still can be tricky. Let's see what he does. Dropping into 4th, maybe. No, keeps it in 5th. Just backs off the throttle. Through the left, through the right. Through the left and over the brow of the hill. Down the hill then. Into the tightest of the hairpins. Easy to run wide on the exit as we head down towards the chicane of death. As mentioned, the way in, reasonably nice. As you see, not too bad. The way out. Ah! Walls. Ah! Bob making it through there bloody cleanly, though. I'll give him that. Down this back straight then towards the final turn. Again, another almost hairpin. Very wide circuit, Dragon Trail Gardens. Seaside, apologies. Little left-hand kink then back onto this start-finish straight. Crossing the line there then for Bob. So I wouldn't worry about lap times. This is only a bit of practice in between race 1 and race 2. Reverse grid for race 2. There's that tight little chicane. We'll just see Bob going through. So had some decent results in the Peugeot as Bob. Possibly through his dubious tactics of not finishing races and starting at the front of the grid in race 2. I'm not saying he's doing it, I'm just saying it's a little bit dubious. Just got my spidey sense tingling that as. So slightly different for race 2. It's a free choice of car. So race 1 is the one make race with the Aston. And we've got a varied selection in here. So as you saw, we've got Bobby in the Renault, JPH here in an Audi, White Shark Jim rolling around in the Ferrari. Love the sound of that thing. Jason in a Porsche, Fat Pickles Bro in an Audi. Cosgrove in an Audi, popular car. Mocking Weeks in the BMW. We've got Rick 33 in the Jag. Potter McPot in another Porsche. Bobby we've just seen in the Peugeot. And Roberts the Hood in another Audi. Yeah, popular choice. Still waiting for a few drivers to get back in this lobby. I think there's one more Jag, a McLaren, and don't know what the last car is. I think Pabuki was in a McLaren. Yeah, the sound of that thing, that's great. It just sounds right, does the Ferrari. No, sounds better. Like that. That's where it sounds better. Yeah, I could listen to that thing all day long. Jag not sounding too bad either. So Bob just chucking out 2 minutes to race 2. Big 33 coming through the fastest of the chicanes. Potter McPot coming through the same section. Porsche is also another nice sounding car. Some very specific sounds, the Porsche and the Ferrari. Let's see how Potter gets on through the exit. There it is. Oh, not very well. That's exactly what can happen. Unfortunately, we've just caught Potter doing Exactly what I've done several times myself. Picking up the nickname Chicane Master and all sorts of other things. But yeah, Potter just getting it all wrong through there. There's Fabuki. Where's he gone? There's Fabuki in the McLaren. So have we got everyone in? Yes, everyone in the lobby. Let's see what sort of tyres people are on. Super softs for Ben. Fabuki also on the super softs. Roberts super softs. White Shark Jim has gone for the softs. Softs for Fat Pickles. Softs for MG Jason. Softs for Rick 33. JPH gone for the softs as well on the Audi. Mocking Weeks has gone for super softs. Softs for Potter. Softs for Mental. Softs for Bob. And softs for Don. And here we go then. Race 2. Reverse grid. Dragon Trail Seaside. Chicane of Death coming right up. Here we go then. Can they keep it clean through turn 1? Let's hope so. Right. So the red lights come on. The revs are up. They're away then. Good start by Fabuki. Good start by Potter McPot as well. Positions changing. NRT Bobby losing a position. Rick 33 getting away well. Up into top spot. So Bobby's second. Potter getting himself all the way into third already. Can he hold it through the chicane? Almost 3 wide through there. Everyone through cleanly. So into the first of the hairpins. Rick 33 leads the way. Bob second still. Potter McPot holding that third. Fabuki still fourth. MG Jason getting himself up into fifth as well. Another of the Porsche drivers. Fabuki putting all sorts of pressure on Potter through that fast chicane, but he's got to worry about MG Jason behind. Going the wrong way. MG Jason then gets one up the inside on the exit. But Fabuki holding the inside line down to the second hairpin, almost making a move on Potter as well. MG Jason still trying to be side by side on the exit, but just compromised a tiny bit. Right, do they all make it through the chicane? Fabuki already backing off, he's right behind Potter through there. So nowhere for him to go, he had to back off through that section. So Rick 33 still leading. Potter McPot going slightly defensive from an attacking Fabuki. Fabuki just having to go out wide. That's put him under pressure from MG Jason, but carrying good speed on the exit, looking to make a move on Potter. Wasn't able to chuck one down the inside. Potter hanging it over to that left-hand side, trying to keep the line into this first turn. Bobby going for the move on Rick 33 in front. 33, no, Bob slings one around the outside, holds it. Potter McPot going a little bit deep. Fabuki's now side by side with him on the exit. So Potter loses a position. Now might lose another to MG Jason. So Bob, in the meantime, gets himself up into top spot. Can he start breaking away in that little Peugeot? Not driving on the grass, you can't, Bob. So Fabuki into that third. Potter holding fourth. MG Jason fifth. Robuster Hood in sixth. Almost pushing MG Jason over the hill. We've got Ben Cosgrove seventh. Mocking Weeks in eighth. White Shark Jim ninth. P1 Don in ninth. Is he though? side by side with with White Shark Jim, but White Shark Jim's going to carry the speed into the chicane. P1 Don, like he was almost going to chop himself back down the inside there, but didn't. So holding 10th, JPH 11th, Fat Pickles Bro 12th, Mental Nev, unfortunately, 3 seconds down. Oh, I think Mental Nev's just got the chicane wrong. Holding damage, that will repair itself, but yeah, that's recent damage, so chicane of death has claimed Mental Nev already. So Bob leading still just 33, piling the pressure back on him down that start finish straight. Potter McPot looking for a position back on for Buki. Not quite getting the exit right. Sorry, it's Robuster Hood. Robuster Hood has got past MG Jason. So Audi Power winning out versus the Porsche. Oh, trying to get one down the inside of Potter as well. Tiny bit of contact, I think, maybe, but it's compromised Roberts. That's allowed MG Jason to come back at him. Back down the inside then for Jason. Up into 5th. Now piling the pressure on Potter. Ben Cosgrove coming down the inside of Roberts. 2 Audi drivers side by side then. Who's going to win out between this fight? It's allowing Mocking Weeks just to pick his line and decide which way he wants to go through there. So on board with Mocking. Absolutely nowhere for him to go through there. But those two run wide. Thank you very much, says Mocking Weeks. I'll have both of those positions. You two Audi drivers can fight it out as much as you want. In the meantime, MG Jason has just slotted himself past Potter McPot for that 4th position. Drops Potter into 5th. Oh, a little bit wide there for Mocking. Does that compromise him? Yeah, he's got Audis piling up on him down towards his final turn. Both of them are going to try and sling it down the inside. Do they run deep again? Almost. Ben Cosgrove just slams on the brakes at the last minute. Now, Mocking Weeks and Robuster Hood are going to have a good old fight down here. Tiny bit of contact. Mocking has to slot himself back into that 6th position slipstream. Oh, Mocking Weeks outbraking Ben Cosgrove, Robuster Hood there, but almost taking him out. So up into 7th for Mocking. Looking for that 6th place back off Ben Cosgrove as well. Let's go and see what sort of silliness Bob is up to up front. He's not pulled away yet. Rick 33 is saying, no, not having that. Not having you do that. Just run off with this race. I'm going to stick with you and put some pressure on you, Bob. 0.3 of a second between the Peugeot and Jaguar driver. Just shows his intention down there and towards the hairpin. Oh, he might have been able to sling one up the inside there. But piling that pressure on Bob nonetheless. Buki is now under pressure from MG Jason as well behind. Still a big gaggle of cars. Potter holding 5th. We've got Ben Cosgrove, Roberts, White Shark Jim, and Mocking Weeks. Where's Mocking gone? Where's Mocking gone? Mocking, what's happened? Down in 10th. Tries to get one up the inside of P1 Don, doesn't work out. Fat Pickles Bro coming back at him as well. JPH 99 just on the back of this fight. What's he? Another 1 second back. Mental Nev starting to close that gap back up as well. 2.1 seconds back. Fastest lap there then. 1:44.2 for 1:44.2, yeah, for Mental Nev. Winner of race 1. Rick 33 then using the power of the Jag to get past the Peugeot. Possible little mistake from Bob. Lost a bit of time. He's under all sorts of pressure from that position from MG Jason. A bit of a gap back to Potter McPot in 5th now as well. A few cars starting to bear down on the 5th place driver. We've got Roberts in 6th in the Audi. Ben Cosgrove in 7th in an Audi. White Shark Jim 8th in the Ferrari, P1 Don 9th. You in the Jag. Mocking Weeks holding 10th in the BMW. Fat Pickles in the Audi getting involved in this fight now. JPH just losing a couple of tenths. But Mental Nev closing up all the time, 1.3 seconds back from JPH. And he's got a few more drivers not that far in front of him either. We know he's quick. So Rick 33 still leading. What's happened to Bob now? Bob's all the way down in 5th, but Rick 33 coming under pressure from MG Jason Fabuki for that top spot. So Bob starting to struggle. How long can Rick 33 fend off these two drivers behind? Top 3 have pulled a big gap now from 4th place driver Potter McPotts. Oh, Fabuki! I just saw it all going wrong for Fabuki. He's got himself just about back on track. Did he clip Potter through there? No. Well, that puts Potter up into podium position. Bob holding 4th. Ben Cosgrove 5th. So, look, this is like your Thursday league, Bags. Roberts holding 5th, Ben Cosgrove now 6th, Fabuki 7th after that off-track action, losing a position there to White Shark Jim, does he? Yes. White Shark Jim just takes that position, P1 Don slots himself around the outside as well. Mocking Weeks follows him up and over the hill. So Fabuki, Fat Pickles also trying to slot one to follow Mocking Weeks through down that inside line. Fabuki, unfortunately, is just losing position after position. So Fat Pickles has had to back out of that one. Oh, starting to bunch back up again. Mocking Weeks taking a tiny bit of paint off his car. Fabuki able to close that gap up, run side by side with him down towards the final turn. Don't outbrake yourself, Fabuki. Oh, there goes Fat Pickles, bro, slinging one up the inside. Can he carry the speed? Bobby's got wide on the final turn. Comes back on track in 9th though for Bob. So he was leading this race. He was pole position as well. Mental Nev just 1.2 back. So MG Jason released into top spot. Rick 33 now 2nd. Can Rick 33 hang on to the coattails of MG Jason? Another quick driver. Well, all these drivers are quick. They're in the bloody Fusion Elite, for Christ's sake. So Roberts holding 3rd. Got himself past Potter. Potter into 4th. White Shark Jim in 5th. Ben Cosgrove 6th. Don 7th. Fabuki trying to get back through the pack. He's in 8th. Fat Pickles hot on his tail, looking for that 9th, looking for that 8th position though. Bob down in 10th now. Mocking Weeks 11th. Mocking Weeks now looking to go down the inside of Bob at the 2nd of the hairpins. Can Bob get the exit on the way out? Does Mocking Weeks carry enough speed? Yes, he does. So holds on to 10th. Bobby 11th. JPH 12th, and Mental Nev is all over the rear end of JPH. So, top 3 have pulled a gap, and then everyone else is having a punch up. MG Jason then pulling a 2nd over Rick 33. It's the top 2 really. So Potter now under threat for that 4th position from the Ferrari driver. Backs off though, does White Shark Jim. Only go for that move if you're absolutely certain you know it's going to work. Well, after Thursday's race, possibly, Bags. So White Shark Jim then putting the pressure on Potter down towards this fast chicane, trying to run around the outside. Potter's using all that circuit to defend. That's what he's looking at. Potter's going to hold it over to the right-hand side. White Shark Jim's going to have to run it around the outside, try to outbrake Potter McPot. Porsche versus Ferrari here. Who gets the better exit? White Shark Jim. Potter McPot then losing another position, down to 5th into the chicane of death. Tiny bit compromised on the exit there. Potter closing up. He's dragging P1 Don with him as well. Not quite close enough to sling one on the inside, is he? Not quite. P1 Don looking to run around the outside. Now back down the inside. It's not worked. Back in the slipstream for Don then. Potter and White Shark in the pits this lap. Fubuki follows them in. As does Mental Nev, as does a few other drivers. So MG Jason starting to pull a bit more time over Rick 33, 1.2 seconds now. They've still got 3 seconds over the third place driver Robus. He's now got, Robus almost sideways on the way into the hairpin. So P1 Don 4th, again yet to stop. JPH not stopped either in 5th. White Shark has stopped in 6th. Potter McPot 7th, also stopped. Ben Cosgrove looks like he stopped a lap ago. He's sitting in 8th. Fubuki in 9th, so also just come out of the pits. Fresh set of super softs on board for Fubuki. Mocking Week's 10th, again set of super softs on board for him. Mental Nev up into 11th. Getting himself past Fat Pickles Bro and NRT Bobby. So Bob's gone from the front to the back, but we have still got drivers yet to pit. But Bob is a fair way off the back of the pack and ghosting out as well. So won't be putting in the fastest laps while he's ghosting. MG Jason continues to pull a bit more time, 1.3. I just saw it jump up to 1.4. But drivers in the pits now. Robus comes in, Don comes in, JPH should follow them in. Who's going to be the first of the pitters? It's White Shark Jim. And they're not going to spend long in the pits. Potter McPot is under all sorts of pressure from Ben Cosgrove. Down the inside then, Ben. Can Potter fend off this position change? No, he can't. So the Audi driver getting through. Tries to come back, does Potter, doesn't work out for him. P1 Don is right behind him now as well. So I think that's everyone stopped. Let's have a run through. MG Jason then, 1.5 seconds up. Yes, has stopped for a set of softs. Rick 33, set of super softs on board for him. Holding second, 1.7 seconds in front of White Shark Jim. Also stopped, fresh set of racing softs. Robs the Hood in 4th. Super softs on board for him. Ben Cosgrove 5th, super softs on board for him. Potter has gone for the softs in 6th. Don in 7th on the softs. Fubuki on the super softs. Mocking Weeks on the super softs as well. Mental Nev has gone for softs. Up to 10th, Mental Nev. And JPH in 11th, he's gone for super softs, but he's under pressure from Fat Pickles. Fat Pickles gone for the soft, outbreaks JPH into the second hairpin. JPH coming back at it though on the exit, side by side as they head down towards this chicane of death. Side by side on the way in. Trying to give each other enough room, but not side by side on the exit, thank God. They are side by side again here as they head up towards this final turn. Fat Pickles Bro getting past again, up into 11th then, JPH 12th. And looks like we're seeing an NRT Bobby sitting the second race out in the pits. So So does NRT mean no racing, thanks, Bob? Instead of no returns, thanks? Is that what we're going with now? Potter losing another position, down to 7th. Nev is slowly working his way through this pack. He's only 8.7 seconds off of race leader as well, MG Jason, but it's not going to be as simple as just closing that gap up. These are all fast drivers in this lobby. So MG Jason pulls another couple of tenths, the gap to 1.6 over Rick 33. He's now coming under pressure from White Shark Jim and Roberts de Hood for that second position. P1 Don holding 5th, Ben Cosgrove 6th. Potter McPot close that gap back up. So Mocking Weeks in 8th, Mental Nev 9th, closing in on Mocking as well. Let's get ourselves on board for a little bit of a battle between Mental Nev and Mocking Weeks. Closing in again as they head down towards this first hairpin. Does Mental Nev sling one up the inside? No. Still hot on Mocking Weeks' tail as they head down the hill. I was going to say he's not going to make a move through there. Can he carry good speed down towards this second hairpin? Closing up on Mocking Weeks again. He's carrying good speed. He's going to sling one up the inside, I think. There's not a lot Mocking Weeks can do about that. Head into this chicane then. Mental Nev making up another position up into 8th. Through that chicane cleanly. Pulls a tiny bit of time on Mocking. So starting from the back, not too bad for Mental Nev. We've seen him smash himself into the chicane of death as well. Can Mocking Weeks use that slipstream to get back at him down this start-finish straight? Might just be a little bit too far back. Through the kink. Yeah, too far back this time. But he does close up. Right, let's get ourselves up front and see what's happening. MG Jason starting to pull more time, 2.3 seconds. Rick 33 still holding second. Still under increased pressure from White Shark Jim and Roberts. There it is, Ferrari and an Audi driver clambering all over the rear end of the Jag as he heads down the hill towards this second hairpin. Does he hold it over the defensive line? No, he doesn't. White Shark's going to sling one up the inside. Does Roberts follow him through? He's going to try. So heading down towards this chicane of death. Just backing off through there a little tiny bit. Rick 33, White Shark Jim carrying the speed on the way through. Starts to pull a tiny bit of a gap. Rick 33 still got to contend with Roberts de Hood in 4th. Ben Cosgrove actually closing up on these two as well. These three. MG Jason just in the distance, crossing the line. White Shark crossing the line now. So Rick 33 is being closed up by Robbers. He's holding that inside line. Tries to drive one round the outside. Robbers almost runs himself off track, but does the work. Gets himself up into third. Rick 33 pushed down into fourth then. So Ben Cosgrove fifth. He's only 1.7 seconds back. Might be able to close that gap up. P1 Don, he's gone off. He's gone off. He's slowed him down. Can he hold that six from Potter McPott? He's got the inside line into the chicane. Potter's going to carry a lot more speed though, but he's had to give. Oh, he's had to give Don room. Has he kept it? Yes, he has. Amazing. But it's slowed him down for Buki, and Mental Nev coming through to take those positions off Potter. So Potter unfortunately pushed down to ninth with that little mistake. And now under a little bit of pressure from Mocking Weeks as well. So yeah, fortunately for Potter, just trying to give Don enough room there. They were side by side on the way in, but is that Don? Who was that? No, it wasn't Don. Is it for Buki? Oh my God. Have you gone for Boots? Yes, it was. Front end damage for Buki, getting chicane of death all wrong. Fat Pickles Bro JPH coming through. For Buki now 12th position. That's how close they are. So 25 minutes gone and one mistake, and he's all the way at the back of the pack. So all on the still on the start finish straight. I was expecting him to be more spread out with that chicane of death, but not to be tonight. MG Jason then 2.3 seconds over White Shark Jim now. Robuster Hood right on his tail, looking for that second position. Needs as many points as possible. Roberts, he's in the relegation zone at the minute. But third position will give him decent points. We just saw Rick 33 getting the exit of the first hairpin a little bit wrong. Ran himself a bit wide. That might allow Ben Cosgrove to close that gap. Oh, he's lost a bit of time actually, 2.4 seconds back now. P1 Don then comfortably in fifth. Breathing room behind. So Mental Nev another 2.3 seconds back. Potter McPott trying to come back at him though. So with Fabuki's mistake, he's made up a position back up into 8th. Can he keep with Mental Nev or try and get that position back? Sitting in 8th at the minute. Mocking Weeks just falling off that fight a tiny little bit. 1.1 seconds back. So JPH, oh, Fabuki far too quick out of the chicane. JPH in 10th, Fat Pickles 11th. And Fabuki was closing up on these two, but compromised when he's hit the wall, sitting in 12th then. About 3 minutes remaining by the time Fabuki crosses the line. Gives him 2 laps to play with to try and make up any positions in this race. 2 Audi drivers in front are still battling it out, so JPH and Fat Pickles side by side through the chicane. Fat Pickles winning out this time. That's just allowed Fabuki to close that gap back up. So on here for the final few positions. Good fight going to brew there. MG Jason in the meantime comfortably out front, 2.8 second lead now over Robbers. Robbers getting himself past the Ferrari driver, up into second. So can White Shark Jim get back at him? Robbers on the super soft tyre, White Shark Jim on the soft. So Rick holding on to 4th. Still got 2.7 over 5th place P1 Don. Ben Cosgrove closed that gap up down to 1.6 seconds. Mental Nev 1.3 seconds back. Potter McPott just a second back, just under. Mocking Weeks lost another 10th, 1.3 down. Fat Pickles getting himself past JPH. Fabuki's got himself past as well, so Fat Pickles another 3.8 back from Mocking in 10th. Fabuki hot on his tail though, less than half a second. JPH side by side on the exit. Who's going to win out down here? Audi will get a good toe off the McLaren. But McLaren's getting a toe off the other Audi in front. Does anyone sling one up the inside here? No. Fat Pickles getting the chicane a tiny bit wrong. Fabuki and JPH just having to slow down on the exit. So gather them back up, bumper to bumper as they head down towards this hairpin. So just 40 seconds remaining on race clock. Expect this to be last lap then. Let's get ourselves up with race leader MG Jason. 4-second lead he's now got over Roberts to Hood. Roberts is under pressure from White Shark Jim. He's coming back down the inside. He's going to win out on the chicane of death. He's just had to back out. The Audi's carried a tiny bit more speed. Clip the wall on the centre section. Both drivers through the exit cleanly. Can White Shark sling one up the inside? The final turn. It looks like he's going to go for it. This will be last lap then. Going to be a run to the line between these two. Roberts to Hood looking for a different line to get the power and the speed on the way out. So MG Jason then comes home to take the win. White Shark Jim and Roberts taking second and third. Rick 33 takes fourth. P1 Don takes fifth. Mental Nev takes sixth. Potter McPot taking seventh. Ben Cosgrove eighth. Close between Ben Cosgrove and Potter. Mocking Weeks 9th, Fabuki 10th, Fat Pickles Bro 11th, JPH in 12th, and Bobby not racing, thanks. Sitting out both races, Bob. That's not good. So race winner, MG Jason. It's been pretty comfortable for him. Not quite as comfortable as Mental Nev's first race one. Yes. Had to work for it as well, MG Jason. Started mid-pack. Himself and Potter got quite a way through the pack off the line. MG Jason just benefited a little bit more. Managed to get himself past one or two fights. And out front, Potter unfortunately got caught up in one or two fights. And lost a few positions. Gained a couple back though. So White Shark, good last few corners from him to get the line into the final turn. Take that position from Roberts. I've got to say, Rick 33 did a good job. Was leading for a fair chunk. Had a bit of a battle with NRT Bobby. And then Bobby just started losing positions. But held second for a fair amount of time, did Rick 33. Led the race for a bit, and then we had MG Jason, White Shark, Roberts ganging up on him. So there's your results. Now they're gone. Not a scratch on it, look. 9 positions raised. Well driven, MG Jason. So that was rounds 7 and 8 of MRC's GTTCC. Back next week, same time, same place. What have we got coming up? So, Sunday night, 8 o'clock. I still haven't actually got any details about that, to be honest. 8 o'clock, we've got Tanto Racing's NI 300 League starting. So that's to replace the MX5 league that's just finished. So that's at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. Straight after that at 9 o'clock, we've got the P1 boys with the BMW M3 GR3 league. That's 8 and 9 o'clock on Sunday night. Monday night, 8:30, we've got the Tanso boys again with the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Always good racing in that one, so that's Monday at 8:30. Wednesday at 8:30 is the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League, hosted by MRC. 2 lobbies on that one, myself and CJW running comms on those. So go show your love to CJW as well for that. Thursday night, not sure what's happening Thursdays yet. I think the Chaos and Mayhem League has been cancelled because it's too chaotic and too mayhemish. I quite liked it, but some tempers were fraying, shall we say. It's a bit of a brutal league, to be honest, but yeah, I think that one's gone. So just waiting to find out what's happening with the Thursday leagues. And then, yes, back next Friday for, is it the last rounds, round 9 and 10? Is it 5 weeks you're running this? I forget. But rounds 9 and 10 next week. I don't even know where they're from. There you go. So, if you fancy helping my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/startsmoker. Drop me a little donation if you can. Thank you very much. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope you've liked what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Start Smoker. I'm out of it.